What's up guys, my name is Josh Yergi, and today I'm gonna help you make sure you choose the right door-to-door company to sell for. I built my company Smart Roof from zero to over $100 million in revenue in less than 10 years. And in that time, I've heard hundreds of stories from sales reps at other companies and other industries who have told me that their prior employer owes them tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. I want to help you avoid those mistakes in today's video. The first thing that you want to look for when you're deciding which door-to-door company you're going to sell for is the company track record and accolades. In our industry, we're in roofing and solar. The manufacturers will recommend contractors to consumers. And the way they do that is through certifications. Now, some certifications are given out to contractors just for selling their products. Like if you and me walked in and said, hey, we want to sell this roofing product or this solar product, say they slap a certification on and say you're certified. Other certifications have to be earned, and it takes a really long time and an amazing track record as a business to acquire those. And this is a great indicator to you as a salesperson that this is a reputable company who has good business practices that's going to take care of the customer and of their sales team. So always look for accolades from the manufacturer as a starting point. For example, we use GAF. They have many layers of certifications, and we have their highest one, their presidential 3-star certification. This takes over 7 years to acquire, and it requires that you maintain and meet certain business standards and practices that equal safety and security for you as a salesperson as well as for the consumer. Next, you want to make sure that you align with the company's energy. When you walk into the interview to meet with the sales leader or whoever is going to be in charge of hiring, what is the energy of the office? Are you even in an office? I've heard people interviewing with companies in the bottom of a hotel room or in some random place in public or in a Starbucks. And those types of companies are very much in startup mode, and you're taking a huge risk in working there. You're trying to find a company where you align with the energy. If you align with high risk and you want to see if you can make it with a company who's interviewing in the bottom of a hotel or in a Starbucks, then do that, right? That aligns with the energy you're looking for. But most people aren't looking for that. They're looking for something more safe, more secure. They want to know that when they put the work in, they're going to be rewarded for it. And when you find that company, you're going to have a much higher likelihood of fitting into the culture, getting the support that you need, and succeeding in the long term. So whenever you walk into the room, like, do I fit in here? Is the energy feel like it's really high performance and focused on personal growth and development, or is the energy in the room very based on faith? Like some solar companies, roofing companies, door-to-door companies are very faith-based. Some of them are very much like slow and steady. They don't have any ambitions of trying to grow or become something bigger than they already are. And for some people, that's okay, right? You want to come in and you just want to earn a certain living and maintain that, and that's fine. And then other companies are very much in growth mode, and they're trying to explode growth. And it's very high energy. Everything's focused on revenue and trying to grow the business. Where do you want to work? Where do you align? You have to ask yourself these questions like, will I fit in here based on the energy that I'm feeling when I walk into this interview? Because that is the first time you're getting to interact with the business. And just like you should be putting your best foot forward, they should also be putting their best foot forward. And you should be able to tell a lot about that business in that interview. So really pay attention to how it feels when you walk in. Okay, so if you align with the company accolades and you feel like it's a safe place to work where they're not going to be going out of business or they're not going to be cheating you, you align with the energy that you feel. The next thing to ask yourself is, do I align with the values of the business? So a big red flag should be if they don't have any values, right? You should ask the person that you're interviewing with, hey, what are the core values of your business? What do you guys believe in? Because I want to make sure, if I'm the sales rep, that I align with the things that that business believes in. So for example, in our company, our core values are impact, innovate, improve, and integrity. Do you align with those? Do you believe what we believe? Because if you don't, if you are someone who is not of integrity, so for example, I saw a advertisement recently for a sales role at a roofing company, and at the bottom of the ad it said, people with a criminal background are encouraged to apply. So is that a place that you align with their values? Is that a place where you feel like you would fit in and be a part of a place where you're going to feel supported and included? Or is it going to be, kind of a oil and water situation where there is no way you could possibly fit in here, and if you survive, it's purely because of luck, right? So what do they believe? What are their values? What are the things that you can align with, and make sure that their values are your values? The next is customer reviews. So as a salesperson, the last thing in the world that you want is customers to be angry all the time, because you're going to be getting those phone calls. Now, unfortunately, some people you'll never please them no matter what. But there was a company recently in the solar industry. They were doing billions of dollars in revenue, and pretty standard across the board, all of their reviews were 1 to 2 stars. Not surprisingly, they were one of the first dominoes to fall in the solar industry collapse. And so for you, paying attention to what does the consumer think of this company? Is the company treating the customer well? Are they delivering on their promises? Because that is a reflection of how they're going to treat you, and it's also a reflection of how much work you're going to have to do on the back end if they mess something up, right? So always paying attention to customer reviews. How many do they have? Do they have thousands of reviews, or do they have 20 reviews, right? Red flags to look for. All the reviews are 5 stars. That's just not possible. So either they're fake, or someone is going in and manipulating them and having the bad ones removed, right? So you're really looking for someone with thousands of reviews that is at least 4.5 stars or above. And then finally, as a salesperson, your lifeline is your commission. Is the commission easy to understand? Is the commission trackable? Okay, so a lot of door-to-door businesses don't have a simple, easy way for the salesperson to track their commissions and see their pipeline. And this is imperative. You need to know what you have coming so you can make financial decisions. And if you don't understand that, you're going to be left in the dark, you're going to feel really uncertain, and you're going to have a hard time closing and selling deals for that business. Okay, so you want to make sure that the commission pipeline is visible and it's transparent. The second thing is, what is the commission policy? Oftentimes in our industry, in roofing, the real fly-by-night companies get people excited by paying them on profit. So you'll walk into an interview and they say, well, we'll pay you 50% of profit. And you get really excited. You're like, wow, that's amazing. But there's a lot of ways to manipulate that. It's the slowest way to get paid, and it also creates the most problems on the back end. This is also an indicator that this business is new, right? So they haven't been in business very long when they pay on profit. And a lot of times what happens is the company doesn't realize they can't afford to pay 50% profit. So what they do is they either cheat the sales rep, or they have to change their commission structure, and you don't get what you signed up for. So pay attention to that. What you're looking for is someone who pays on the sale or on revenue, one of the two. So you want someone that is very, very clear. It's a percentage. Let's say it's 10% or 12% of the sale amount or of the revenue. So you know exactly what you're getting every single time. And then you want transparency in their software so you can see exactly what you have in your pipeline and what's coming. I can't tell you how many times I've had people come in and say that, they went to work for a company, and that company owes them tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they're like, yeah, I just thought that it was the best place to work because they were going to pay the highest commissions. And I didn't realize that, I was going to get stiffed in the end. And for those of you in the solar industry, there's thousands of you right now that know exactly what I'm talking about. And it happens all the time in roofing as well. All right. So in summary, choosing the right company is how you ensure that you make the most money, okay? If you chase the highest commissions, like so many of us do, we're salespeople, we're optimistic, we're entrepreneurial, it's like, where's the most money gonna be paid? You usually fall flat on your face and you're holding the bag. And the most important thing you can do is really vet the company that you're going to work for. Make sure they have a track record, they have accolades, make sure you're aligned with the energy, make sure you're aligned with their core values, make sure that they have a transparent commission policy that's simple and easy to understand. And when you do these things, you're setting yourself up for success, and you'll get those consistent paychecks, which is what we're all looking for. So that's it for the video. If you feel like you align with the things that we talked about today, or you've experienced the pain of choosing the wrong door-to-door company in the past, we are hiring. Now, we aren't just hiring anyone. We're looking for people that align with what we believe in our core values, which are impact, innovate, improve, and integrity. If you feel like this is you, click the link below to work with me, and I'll see you in the future. Remember, wherever you are in your journey, I've been there. Stay dangerous, stay focused, and let's get to work.